Hi, this is David Snell with ExecutiveRestoration.com. What we're looking at right here is we're looking at drainage issues. You see the downspout there that's going to the crawl space? So that can create water intrusions into the crawl space. That's not good. So that downspout needs to be diverted away from the home. Our next photo. This is a picture here of a moisture meter. This determines moisture. Um, I have an adapter for penetrating moisture, and I have an adapter for non-penetrating. So right now, this is what you call non-penetrating moisture readings to tile floor. Now this instrument can also determine the humidity in the air, but it's not on for that. Our next picture here is a wall that's been opened up, and there is moisture issues behind the wall as well as mold. And some samples were taken there to a sample was taken there with a swab, which is also can be referred to. It's kind of like a Q-tip. So the sample was taken and sent off to the lab, and they did have a mold issue. This is a picture of a crawl space vent. Our crawl spaces need ventilation, okay? They need ventilation. It's very, very important that things are able to circulate in a crawl space. Our next picture is a picture, where somebody, it's a very, very old house, somebody had closed up one of the vents in the crawl space, it looks like. A lot of the crawl space vents were not there for whatever reason, and this crawl space had massive amounts of organic growth, mold in the crawl space. Even as you look outside the crawl space on the foundation, you see moisture issues. So the importance of downspouts when you have a home, get the downspouts, get the rainwater from the roof as far away as possible from the house, because you don't want it going into the crawl space. Okay, we don't want that at all. This is a picture here of a gas cap that was cleaned with growth on it, and I'll be coming up and show you a picture. So this is after it was cleaned. It was all black. It was disgusting. Okay, so there are a lot of things that can get mold growth. Here's a picture of a crawl space, and you see the ductwork is disconnected to the crawl space. I mean, to the vent here. Okay, so as you see right there, there's the vent. Okay, so the vent is right in there, and it needs to be connected. So there is disconnected. You also see wiring here that is not organized, and it needs to be tied up and you need to get this off the crawl space floor. Here is a photo of a home that does not have gutters. So this home needs gutters to divert the rainwater away from the home as far as possible, because if not, it's just going to continue to get water intrusions and moisture in the crawl space. As you see here, more. Here's somebody who put a wall air conditioning unit in the crawl space door. I have never seen this in over 30 years since I've been in business. So they put a wall air conditioner in the crawl space door to dehumidify the crawl space. I have never seen this before. Now, my concern with this is going in and out of the crawl space door is it was very difficult. So I would not suggest this. Here is another photo of the air conditioner in the crawl space door there. He had serious issues in the crawl space, and he was trying to do something about it. But can this be done? Does it act as a dehumidifier? It can, but this also does not. It looks very very dangerous, and it looks like it's in the way. So I would not suggest this. But people do different things, of course. Our next photo you see here is of a house that's got cracking. Okay, so cracks in a house need to be filled up and filled up as well as sealed. Okay, cracks in the walls, cracks in. Here is a porch. It's like on a gazebo area that has issues, and as you see here, we've got organic growth growing here. Now, can you paint over mold? Well, if you're gonna paint, you want to make sure that the mold is cleaned. You want to make sure that the area there, the surface is prepared and cleaned up before you do reapplying of any painting. I would recommend sanding it as well as wire brushing it, as well as putting a base on there on the paint. So don't just paint over paint to get rid of your mold. You've got to get rid of the mold itself. I'd also recommend vacuuming it up, sanding it, maybe wire brushing it. You could also use a stain removal if you have a deep penetrating stain. This is a photo of someone, their exhaust fan did not work. So anyway, I noticed humidity in the apartment, and in the apartment itself, I said, something's wrong here. There's too much humidity in here. So this is what you call the toilet paper test, and you see somebody here holding toilet paper to see if it will hold on the exhaust fan. Well, it's not holding on the exhaust fan, so it fell down. This was apparent in both bathrooms. A next picture is a house that had mold issues, and if you have carpet, you want to make sure that you maintain your carpet, you vacuum your carpet. A good cleaning every year is highly suggested. Here's a house, whereas the downspouts need to be diverted away from the house as far as possible. As you see here, this was an empty home, and there was no circulation in this home, and they did not use the heating and air conditioning system upstairs, so there was no ventilation. So organic growth, as you see on the right-hand side of the stairwell there, grew. So you want to have circulation and ventilation, okay? Especially circulation. Here is a beautiful home, looks beautiful, and they also had issues in their home. Their issues mostly were in their crawl space and in their basement area. Here is a crawl space without any plastic. on the floor of the crawl space. Well, it had some, but it didn't have a lot, so it was a partial vapor barrier. And what a vapor barrier is, that contains the vapor to the soil. So I would suggest here that they install a vapor barrier to the complete crawl space of the house. And plastic gets old; it breaks down. So it's a good idea to put down new when it's cracked, when it's crumbling, when it's deteriorated. So another suggestion. Our next photo here is in a basement. They had water intrusions, so the sheetrock was taken out, and this was all cleaned, and a seal was put on the foundation to help with water intrusions. Here is a home that you see here a condensation line going out. So you want to make sure that the condensation line from the HVAC unit, this is pulling water out of the air. You want to make sure that this is cleaned out. As you see right here, you want to make sure that this is cleaned out, brushed out, snaked out, because if you don't, things will build up in this condensation line. Hi, this is David Snell with ExecutiveRestoration.com, and some pointers for the day for your home. If you like this, share it with others. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. You can also check out our website at ExecutiveRestoration.com.